Hey Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Welcome to your Mercury retrograde reading. So I'm going to go through what things you might be experiencing at this time. I've done a bit of an introduction and background on Mercury retrograde in the water sign video if you want to check out the first 5 minutes of that, where I go into a bit more detail about Mercury retrograde. But basically it's about patterning and in our relationships and our beliefs and in our life and things that we're going to revisit that have happened in the past, and it's playing out at the time of a Mercury retrograde in order for us to heal and release it. So first steps first is things want to be seen. So you kind of think back, what patterns am I constantly replaying out right now? Currently we're in Cancer season, which is bringing up so many emotions anyway, plus we've got a Mercury retrograde that's just kind of smacking us down. We've got a full moon coming up in a few days as I'm filming this in Sagittarius, and so this energy will be felt for the next month, as well as this Mercury retrograde, right? So that's June, July, August, probably into September, that will be feeling this energy. And the thing is, at a Mercury retrograde time, if we can realize our patterning now, if we can see the biggest one that is kind of smacking us in the face that we probably not really conscious of, to see it is to release it. So this is what the universe wants for you. And this is why these things keep coming up, because you need to delve deeper into it. So if things are coming up for you, don't ignore them and repress them any longer. You need to feel into it in order to release it. So I've made a few cards, and the one that we've got lots of re's for a Mercury retrograde is a remix. This is, the same lesson, but kind of in a different situation, right? So you need to feel into that, and what does that mean for you? And the best way we can do that is through journaling. So if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just start writing. Just be like, on the best day to do it is when you're feeling pissed off or angry or upset or you're crying. You could just be like, why am I angry? And then lead into, just keep writing. Why am I sad? Why am I crying? Because I feel like this, and this person hurt my feelings, and they make me feel like this, and I'm so angry and I hate them, but I love them at the same time. There's a pattern there that needs to be explored. So the more you write, the more will become clear to you, and then you can be open to divine inspiration to land. Because once we become aware of how we're feeling, the universe is able to guide us into the next step. And that's all I have to say for that. So I'll get into more about what you're going to experience after you get through this patterning, because there's always, as soon as we have a breakdown, we have a breakthrough. That's just the way things are. So first card, well, it's the second card, but I'm going to get into this first. Let's get the icky stuff out of the way. Temptation. So your patterning for this Mercury retrograde could be a temptation. This is a pattern. Whatever temptation is, I'm sensing it's an addiction. It's stemmed from your childhood and from a trauma in your past. I'm getting it's out of a heartbreak of some sort. You experienced some heartbreak. Either it was maybe your first love, or the parental side of things, how your parents showed you love was probably not in the way that, any person needs to. I don't think it was in a healthy way, which then set you up basically, and it's not their fault, right? It's our lessons and stuff like that. But it set you up to fall in love with heartbreak. And that energy needs to be cleared now. So think back to your first love, or one of the first times that you really got hurt as a child, and then perhaps the first love, and journal about that. But don't worry, because there's going to be a justice. There will be justice around that, but you need to do the work and look into it. So this could have formed into, and this has come up in one of the other readings too, so don't forget to look up your rising and your moon sign as well. This could have led to like addiction of food, trying to fill yourself up when you're not feeling whole. It could be sex. It could be toxic relationships. It could be spending too much, like whatever your addictions are for you, whatever you're tempted to do. The universe is saying, check yourself before you wreck yourself again. Remain distant from this energy. and refocus your attention elsewhere. Don't move. Don't move. If this is like the message for you right now, you're just about to do something because of heartbreak. You might have just been hurt through another pattern again. Don't move, because you're going to perpetuate this cycle. You need to end this cycle in the next few months. Otherwise, it's going to come back again. Like, do you want to waste any more time? So please feel into that, because these situations are going to keep coming up for you, and it just brings more heartbreak. And this is, Ace of Swords in reverse. It's not going to bring you clarity. What you're doing doesn't work, doesn't fulfill you inside. So you need to release it, whatever the situation is for you, and it's going to be different for everyone. So let's see, what else is this going to bring in? Ooh. Balance. Do you feel balanced in all areas of your life? Releasing this is going to call in the energy of balance, which is all about justice, right? And it's Libra energy. It's going to bring you clarity. It's going to cut through that stuff yourself, cut through your shit, cut through your personal shit. No one knows you better than you. Cut through that crap. Stop doing the same thing. And what's the outcome of breaking through this cycle leads to peace within yourself. And freedom. That leads to freedom. Don't perpetuate this energy any longer. It's not helping you. It's not helping other people. Like, we need you to be strong here. Be strong. Be patient. Remain calm. Remain where you are. Reflect on your past. Because you're being tested. The situation is going to come up. I feel like you're in the middle of it already, but if you haven't, it's coming soon. Don't do what you've always done. See, there's a 10 here, completion of a cycle. Don't do what you've always done. Do something different. Work on yourself. If you like throwing yourselves into a new relationship because you feel lonely deep inside, because you don't feel complete, you don't feel whole, don't do it again. Don't. Have the courage to say no to whatever it is. You only make choices for your highest good. Explore, gain knowledge, connect to your higher self. What is it that you need to do right now? Retreat, run far away from anything that feels familiar or, comfortable. Because that's the only reason we usually choose toxic situations, because subconsciously we're just like, I know this. Like, I know this energy. And that's why we attract the same situations to us, because it's familiar to us. And because there's a lesson that needs to be learned within that. Are you going to learn it? When you do, or even catch yourself, rebirth. You'll experience rebirth. It's not going to feel good. It's going to feel uncomfortable, because you're not used to being a new way. You're used to the same old. Even if it's toxic, it's familiar. Even though within your heart and your soul, you're like, I don't want to do this. But it's all I know, therefore I'm going to do it. So choose something different. Go get help. You have the energy of the alchemist here. Once you clear that energy, and this has been coming up a lot, you can get what you want. You can create what you want, but you need to create it from a healthier space, from a space where you're in your power and you're like, I know what I need. I know who I want to be. I'm working on me. I'm nurturing myself. I'm loving on myself. I'm seeing my patterning. I'm seeing my behavior in relationships. I'm seeing others. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm taking my power back. I'm taking responsibility for me and my life, and I'm making a different decision right now. And I'm going to move forward with faith and trust in myself. Faith and trust in yourself. And we can only do that when we see what we've been doing in the past, what we might be doing now. And all you need to do is refocus. Just make that commitment to yourself. I'm going to do something different. Even if you don't know what that is, I'm going to do something different, universe. I'm open. Please show me the next step to take. That's all it takes. Then you can avoid this cycle continuing. Because that's what we want, right? Let's choose Black Purpose cards. Since this seems to be coming up quite a bit during this time. Oh, I missed it. Animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as animals are a part of your life work. Are they? Or do you want to get a pet? Do you love animals? Do you need to go to a friend's house? Hug a pet? Maybe your career is working with animals. They have such beautiful energy. We've got nutrition here. Conduct your healing work with your culinary skills. Do you like cooking? Perhaps you need to eat a bit better to show that you're nurturing yourself and looking after yourself. Where can you be eating better? Let's see. What other messages we have here? Ooh. For you, follow your bliss. My soul sings with joy. This is the perfect message anyone can get. Do what makes you happy, but not in that addictive way, because really at the end of the day, when you choose to do something that's destructive for you, you don't feel good after you do it, do you? Like, you know, you have a cake, you're like, in the moment, you're like, oh yeah, this cake is good. And then after, you're just like, damn, I told myself I wasn't going to. I went into that food trance, you know? That's not really joy. I mean, having a piece and savoring it, that's nice. But you know what I mean? It's like, don't go overboard. What makes your soul sing? What's good for you? What feels good for you can make your soul sing. And letting go of these patterns. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. Let go of these patterns. Jump in that stream. Be a fish. Let it go. And be open to the universe and what it wants to show you next. Ooh. Let's see if we've got any other messages. So we've got patience again. I know it's hard, and especially at this time, you know, when you're not feeling good, you get kind of demanding. You're like, I just, you know, want something good to happen. Why isn't anything good happening? You know, I deserve this. And yeah, you do. But it's like the whole divine timing thing. And we still, while we deserve good things to happen, we still need to do our part, change our energy, shift our energy to move into something new. So 7 of abundance, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward. Use this time to rest and plan. Positive recognition. Congratulations. And then this is after this card. Your plans have worked out perfectly and now it's time to shine. Brilliant new ideas will present themselves to you and success is all but assured. Express yourself openly and honestly, knowing that those around you are trustworthy. Be open to unexpected opportunities. So when we get rid of things that don't serve us, it makes way for good things to come in. And use your intuition always. You know, go with your gut instinct. Like, you know, I'll give you an example. Like, someone approached me recently and he was indicating that he thought I was his twin flame. And there's something inside me. I was interested. I'm like, okay, I'll see what you have to say. But being like a super intuitive person, the first thing I saw actually when he messaged me was, this guy's full of shit. Trust that within yourself when you meet someone. When you just like, the first thing that comes to your mind, the way you feel, you're like, I was always like, I'm not sure. Like, I'll hear him out. But I don't, like, within me, I knew it wasn't what he was saying it was. And it's that kind of thing. The first thing that comes to you, trust yourself. always trust yourself. Don't listen to other people. What's your first impression of someone? And I'm sorry, they do the whole don't judge a book by a cover thing, but it's more than that. It's energetically, like, if you're watching this channel, you're intuitive, trust yourself. Like, And just for me, it was another lesson. No harm, no foul. It's fine. Like, I was fine because I'm grounded and stuff like that. But, while you're working through your patterning and your addictive behavior, just don't put yourself through that. And this is the lesson. Trust yourself before you fall into another pattern, toxic pattern, or whatever it is for you. Unfulfilling, unserving, whatever it is for you. Just not for you. Review, just like pull back, reflect, just like, wait, hold on a second. This doesn't feel right. That's the first indication that will help you. How is this similar to past experiences? Am I letting someone else lead the way? You can't always follow your heart. And that's the thing. When you've been hurt, you can't always follow your heart. So you follow your gut, right? And it's like another place for your intuition. How does your whole body feel? Is it like, oh, I feel a bit here, like you've got indigestion, or it just feels blocked, or that's a no. That's a no. So I'll just tell you that. Just always do what's right for you. If it doesn't add up, listen to what people say too. Massive indication, this is a psychology thing, which most people don't know. If someone has to tell you who they are, then that's not who they are. Because if someone is, okay, this is going to be confusing. Okay, say if I was just like, I'm such a good listener. Oh, don't worry, if listening's important to you, I'm such a good listener. Bullshit. Because if I was a good listener, I would just do it. And guess who? Like, I would have to ask you, what's your impression? Do you think I'm a good listener? It's not up to me who I think I am, because if you think you're that, then you're wrong. Do you think I listen okay? Like, be honest. Like, am I a good listener? Do you know what I mean? This is where people trip themselves up. So anyone says anything that they're good at, they're not. It's insecurity, and I have to tell you because you're insecure about it. So always make sure someone's words align with their actions. It's like the biggest lesson I can teach anyone. And then you start clocking it. Like, you sit back, and you don't even need to do anything actually when you first start talking to someone, even in friendships and stuff. You just sit back, relax, wait for them to fall on their ass, because they will. They can't sustain that. People can't sustain it. And the thing is, some people are master manipulators, but most people don't know they're doing it, and it's not like in a haha, I caught you out kind of way. It's just it's just the way it is. Just be like, okay, cool. You don't even have to really, unless they're being super horrible to you, you don't even have to call them out on it. It's just something for you to know, and for you to just go, okay, well, thanks for your interest, but bye. Man, I'm getting all the similar cards, so make sure you watch your sun, moon, rising. Cat independent, I'm sure that came up with another one. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Meow. Bison abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. We definitely, I was going to say defo, need to be thankful more to the universe. Oh, come on. Yeah, nah. Anyway, that's it. You don't need to read it. Frog prosperity. Let go of the past and situations and stuff like that. Embrace change. And remember, you're going to feel uncomfortable, but roll with it. Opportunities are close at hand, which we're discussing. Until we clear that energy, we can't get any opportunities. Hop into this new day with joy. Do what brings you joy today. Abundance and good fortune await you. I think that's a perfect one to end this one on. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope it's helped you a little bit get more clear about Mercury retrograde and what perhaps you need to shift in your energy. I'd appreciate if you liked and shared and subscribed just to help me and my channel, and just know that what I'm doing is worthwhile, and that's when people like it or what to view this video, it makes me feel like doing more of them. So thank you so much for your support. I hope you have a wonderful Mercury retrograde, and don't worry, because you got this. You can get through this. Okay, thank you so much. Take care.